Muy buenas a todos, gente, y bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio aquí en el canal de Don Pepperronin. Vamos a continuar con esta serie en la que estábamos hablando con el alacén, porque nos había pedido que conociéramos a Dory y que le compráramos unas USBs con información que te metes en el cerebro y te da un chute de conocimiento. Vamos a continuar con esta historia, pero antes de ello quiero pedirte que por favor te suscribas al canal, dejes tu like en el episodio y te suscribas. Ya dije suscríbete por favor. Además, puedes comentarme que soy un gran youtuber o la peor persona que conoces, pero por favor coméntame algo. Y comparte mi canal con la gente para que más gente se suscriba. ¿Qué onda, Alacena? ¿Cómo estás?
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you
¿Acaso
were
dudabas de
successful.
mí, viejo guango?
There's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the academia's control, so naturally the academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Fue bien chido. Le compramos unas cápsulas y aparte unas extras con el dinero que te
we
sobró.
did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer.
Es que
of
estamos
course.
buscando al arconte dentro. Ah, yo la conozco, voy a decir.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly
Ustedes
a
van a ver este
divine knowledge
episodio
capsule,
el 28, si no me
and you'll
equivoco.
gain the wisdom
Y
of the
tal vez
gods.
para ese día ya esté
Wow, there's really such a thing as that?
la actualización
Hey,
del
if we find
desierto.
it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh,
Solo que
or
suba
how
a
to
los
find your
episodios más
sister?
seguido para cortar.
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but
Ya
it
veré.
does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
¿Acaso tú también lo estás buscando?
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal
pechotes
finances
tiene
and
la
connections
alacena,
cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades.
Me imagino
I
una
agreed
banda a
to
la vuelta de
forego
la esquina
ownership of the
tocando bien
divine
prendidos.
knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge
Puedo
capsule
pronunciarlo bien.
contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds.
Qué
So,
musicote.
I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the mantra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
Pues, digo, gracias.
Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Haytham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a
¿Te la
knowledge
metes
capsule?
por el allá?
Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the academia's nose is
Y no
a
es
bit
cierto, ¿no?
problematic,
Vas a
though.
molestarte.
What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Ay. Pipiri, pipipiri, pipiri, pipipiri. ¿Me puedo transportar acá más cerca? Pues vas a ver, me ahorro unos pasos, supongo. ¿Por aquí no entro? ¿De verdad? Sí, sí. Qué bonito es Sumero, ¿no? Ve nomás. El arbolote este. Ya lo he dicho que este árbol se parece a la casa de Shrek. Del Shrek. Mira, mentas. La verdad me molesta que haya mentas en todas las zonas de Teyvat.
All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days,
No
since
te
most
pedí
have
una
been
clase de
taken by the
historia de la
Eremites to
cápsula que
augment
compré,
their battle
nomás te pedí que me
capabilities.
enseñaras a usarla.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already
No,
possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry, I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Haytham! You must have been one of those guys at the academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Este vato era el
Sounds like you're
castroso de
trying
los
to avoid
plumones
the
en la escuela.
question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Uy, qué fácil. ¿Dónde? ¿Acá? Pff, qué sencillo. Inazuma shines eternal. La conseguí repartiendo mamás de los honguitos.
All right, I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Entonces, ¿qué? No entendí. ¿Cápsula de conocimiento con el nombre de qué? Una cápsula de conocimiento con el nombre de técnicas de espada 8, adquirida con el puesto de Dory durante la investigación de Paimon por el precio de 100.000 moras. No se sabe dónde están el resto de las cápsulas, pero siempre viene bien conocer técnicas de lucha. Bueno, al menos en teoría, usamos. ¿Y luego qué? Es como si en un instante vieran innumerables siluetas blandiendo espadas en combate y al siguiente desaparecieran entre los resquicios de mi memoria.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Ya sé Kung Fu. Mi memoria absorbió lo que sea que tuviera la cápsula de
You
conocimiento.
mean that it worked?
All right,
Yo creo.
time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Cápsula del tiempo. En la suma ya no shines from eternal.
Adventure time.
Ya me tardé un poquito más.
Propagate.
¿Alguien me puede tomar el tiempo a ver si me tardé lo mismo?
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Cuidado con la burbujita esta que...
Oh, hey, come. How's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance
0.073% por
increased by
100,000 moras.
0.073%.
Wait, how much?
Es que ya soy potentísimo, entonces es insuperable mi límite.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment.
Te digo que yo soy bien crack, pero no me crees,
I'm
papá.
heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
As much as she requests. Pues que te esperes unos 2 días, dice. Uf, a ver. Ahí está. Pasado mañana. Me gustaría que hubiera una forma de hacer esto más rápido, la verdad. De por sí es un proceso bastante lento hacerlo por un día. Ahora, tener que hacerlo 2 días. Pero aprovecho este momento para pedirte que te suscribas al canal, dejes tu like en el episodio y me sigas para más contenidos de Genshin Impact. Si es que te gusta Genshin Impact, si no, no te preocupes, también subimos otros juegos. Por ejemplo, actualmente estamos subiendo Spider-Man, modo Berserker. Un modo en el que repartimos gomazos a diestra y siniestra.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Básicamente, dejamos de medir los golpes y ahora matamos el primer toque. Entonces, es más o menos aquí, más o menos acá, aquí enfrente. ¡Achis! Así está bien. Ahora me confundí. ¡Ja! ¡Dory! Amiguita, ¿peluquero? ¿Cómo que peluquero? Oye, ¿me puedes hacer un corte de pelo? Traigo la greña bien larga y las puntas abiertas.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time?
¿Les dice Patreons?
You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where
Debería
there's
haber
a
abrir
waterfall
un
of
Patreon.
Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
Busco información sobre el paradero del conocimiento encapsulado divino.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap.
Te preocupas por el
After
dinero,
all,
mija.
I had to
Chinelas,
work
¿cuántas veces
really
tenemos que
hard to
pasar
weasel
por
my
esto?
way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your
Shut up and
information
take
is
my money,
accurate?
bi-
Paimon's curious. How you
Beach
just
de playa,
happen to
¿sabes?
have
O
this
sea.
kind of info the moment we need it.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's
Bueno,
on
hombre,
the
cállate y
market
le voy a
in
botar los
order to
billetes en la
secure
cara.
more sales.
¡Cállese!
As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Ya, di tu precio.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop.
Misery,
The divine
el
knowledge
líder
capsule was
de
purchased
ojos del-
yesterday by a certain Misery,
Ese.
the leader of Ain el Ahmar.
Ain el Ahmar? You mean
Ay,
the Aramites who worship the
Te
Scarlet
puedo
King?
decir a la mar y ya, ¿verdad? Pero
So you're
prefiero
already
ahogarme cada vez que
familiar
lo
with
digo.
them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the divine knowledge capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That divine knowledge capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've
Me gustaría
seen
tener una
before.
comunidad más grande
It's
para que me hagan
glowing
memes.
bright red. The capsule is clearly visible
Como
in
el
the picture
típico
I
de
took.
Drake en el que
You can look for
dices a la
yourself.
mar, ¿no? Y todo bien. Y luego
Thanks for the info,
a la
Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. More effort, Dory, opens doors.
Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. Turns out, it ended up in the hands of Ein el-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
No me parece normal. ¿Puedo entrar? Ay, ¿por qué a las posadas nunca se puede entrar? ¿Sabes a dónde he tenido ganas de entrar desde hace 2 perros años? Al estúpido edificio este de aquí, la posada Goth. Se ve que es de los que se puede entrar. Bueno, en realidad, no, a ver, hasta cierto punto sí. Según yo, mi teoría es, los edificios con el techo celeste se deberían poder entrar. No por algo tienen el techo celeste. Aquí puedes entrar, aquí puedes entrar, aquí puedes entrar, aquí puedes entrar, aquí no, pero se supone que sí. A la casa de Mona también entramos una vez. En un sueño, creo. Y luego tienes estos dos de acá. Quiero entrar a esta estúpida posada de aquí. Déjenme entrar. Bueno, en fin. Perdón. Me ventilé con ustedes. A ver. ¿Qué me dieron? Una foto, ¿no? Ah, no puedo verla. Ah, perdón. Acá. Por cierto, le subí los talentos a Ether. 6, 9 y 6. ¿Por qué? Porque ya no tengo de estas cosas. Sí tengo. ¿Por qué no le subo el...? Sí tengo. Esta ya casi la corono. ¿La puedo coronar? No. Pim, piri, pim, pim, piri. Vamos con las alacenas. Faranás. ¿Cómo funciona este elevador? A ver. Me da la sensación de que estoy encima del elevador, pero tal vez solo sea... Ah, no, pues sí, así es. Sí. No se molestaron en hacerle paredes ni nada. Buenas, Desai. Buenas, Bonita. ¿Cómo estás? Alacenas, buenas.
Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Está en manos de los ojos del...
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Me dio una imagen que no puedes
Look
ver.
at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ein el-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the divine knowledge
Es
capsule.
roja, fíjate. O sea que debe
In
ser una
which
cosa
case,
súper tocha.
if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ein el-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into
Mi
your
pregunta
hand.
es la siguiente. Si el Arconte Dendro me habló desde
After
que
we
estaba en
defeat
las
them, we can
islas
finally have a
y me dijo,
serious
te estoy
talk with their
esperando,
boss and get them to
ahora
lend
que ya
us the
estoy aquí,
divine
¿por qué se
knowledge
tarda
capsule.
tanto para hablarme?
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp.
¿Todo bien? ¿Todo bien? ¿Ya? Ya se arregló. Ok, perfecto. Ahí estaremos.
See you then.
Problemillas técnicos. Perdón por el corte. Tal vez ni lo notaron.
Oh, Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be?
Oh, ahí
There
viene.
he is.
Buenas, a la
I'm
cena.
sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of
¿No te
Forest
acabas de ir?
Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
¿A poco ya pasaron 2 días? El corte no duró tanto. Vamos a ponernos el equipo Ice Breaching, que es el de cruzar el agua rápidamente. Pim, pirim, pim, pim, pirim, pim, pirim, pim, 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 pim. Se acaban de quedar flipando con el equipo, ¿ah? Uf, qué combinación, qué movimiento, qué maestría, por Dios. Vamos a ponernos a los otros. ¡Ay, no!
Oh, Haytham.
Ya no alcancé.
I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were
La
crazy
gente que
enough to actually
pronuncia su
show up.
nombre es como si Pisapo
It was
porque
I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your
Cenas.
promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup?
Backup,
Aren't you the
ese es
brat
el
from the restaurant
DPS.
the other day?
Tú eres el
You've come
backup.
to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine, your funeral.
El backup, dice.
I'm not going to
Cree
mince
que
my
yo soy los
words.
refuerzos,
Once
papá.
we're done with
Yo
you,
soy la
you'll be
línea
nothing more than
frontal de
fish food.
defensa, papi.
Get 'em, boys!
Tú eres el plan por si acaso. Yo solito me voy a cargar a todos. Dime que tengo a cazuelas.
Good luck, you two.
Al final sí me quedé con cazuelas, ¿verdad? Híjole, vatos. Van a valer caso. Mira,
That's close enough.
aquí no, hombre. Bye.
Rain outlines your fate.
Following orders.
Quietos, dije. Congélense ahí.
Into the wind.
Ese es.
One with wind and
¿Dónde está el otro compa?
One with nature.
Pues no que yo era el backup. Puro pancho.
Academia scum!
Cazuela puede
Boss,
solo.
finally!
¡Ostras! Se llevó el jefe.
Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss?
Viene malherido. Ya se le apagó el cerebro. ¡No lo toques!
Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Yo te calculé bien, por favor. Oh, le apagó el cerebro otra vez. De por sí ya estaba apagado.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
¿Cómo?
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
A la bestia, le quitó lo que tenía. Oye, tremenda paliza le dio al otro vato.
World, forget me.
Qué misteriosista.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
Eso fue lo que pasó.
It
¿Por qué
looks like
preguntas?
he used the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him?
Así parece. Ahora que lo mencionas, Hypatia dijo que...
Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
Sí, pero esto parecía diferente.
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Yo creo que quiso decir que quiere que el mundo lo olvide.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
No te preocupes,
As
chiquita, yo
things
sí aguanto.
stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the academia, do you have any idea
¿No
how
tendrá
we
su
can go
dirección de
about meeting
casualidad?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't
No
know
me
she
pudiste decir
exists at
eso desde
all.
el principio para no ayudarte.
Moreover,
Y
since
viejo
the
guango.
academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the academia. How about you two?
Pues no te estoy
It's almost
diciendo
the
que
day of
estamos
the
buscando
Sub-Zero's
a
festival.
la chava.
Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
Volvamos a la ciudad de Sumeru.
Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham. Until we meet again.
Hasta luego a las cenas. Me saludas al cazuelas.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Chútatelo, chútatelo, métetelo por la oreja. Capítulo 3, acto 1, completado. Tras la bruma y el bosque. 30 protos. El esperado festival Sub-Zerus. Aquí de casualidad saldrá el Sub-Zero. Es por él, ¿no? Cuando yo le pico a Sumeru, me manda a este teleport. ¿Por qué no me mandas a este teleport?
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Puertas, ábranse. Gracias. Ay, qué perrón. Buenas, señor, me voy a robar estas.
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Espero que se presente, porque si no...
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's
El vato de
gratitude.
atrás no sé qué venda, pero esas cosas
Thanks,
parecen unos
Paimon.
hot cakes y se me
I
antojaron.
hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Nah,
Of
sí,
course
no.
we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
Lo dices bien triste, mija. Anímate.
If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
La de ella.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going
Así que
on
digas
around my
encubierta,
employer
encubierta
is
no
part of the
estás.
job.
Te estoy viendo.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So, Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Mientras me paguen no hay
Don't
fallas.
worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Ah,
Ya trae sueño la Paimon.
Oh,
Mucho texto dice.
you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies
No,
for not
Paimon
realizing
está
this
jugando
sooner.
Genshin
I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
oh, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
El alba de las mil rosas. Capítulo 3, acto no sé cuál. Gente, por aquí vamos a ir dejando el directito del día de hoy. Espero que les haya gustado muchísimo. Nos vemos en el siguiente. Aquí, aunque si bien sí puedo sacar miniaturas, sí está un poquito más complicado meterme el modo foto, ponerme así, no sé cuál. Entonces ahí las miniaturas van a ir saliendo según me plazca. Pero bueno, gente, cuídense, les mandamos un fuerte, les mando, porque es que me quedé con, como grabé mucho tiempo con mi esposa, toda la serie completa de Spider-Man, me quedé con la, les mandamos un fuerte abrazo. En este caso se los mando yo, nada más yo. Cuídense mucho, les mando yo un fuerte abrazo. Ella también los quiere, solo que ahorita no está. Y lo que... sí, suscríbete al canal, por favor. Déjame tu like en el episodio y coméntame qué te pareció el episodio de hoy. Si crees que es una maldita basura o si crees que es una obra de arte. Dime, en efecto, es cine. Cuídense mucho, les mandamos un fuerte abrazo. Otra vez la volví a cagar, es que no aprendo. Soy esos animales que vuelven a tropezar con la misma roca 20 veces seguidas. Les mando yo.
Wherever in
Don
this
Pepe.
world I roam,
Yo les
I
mando
carry
un
memories
fuerte
of my
abrazo.
home.
Chao, chao.
This
Suscríbete
blade,
al canal, por favor, para
it is the
ayudarme a
last
superar
link I
mi
have to
estupidez.
the land of
Bueno,
my
ya
birth.
va.